Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Play City and Mist from Sun Oak Games. I am the MC of this game, Johannanon.
It's me, Casualty, CDG, the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. If you like movies, streaming shows, and video games, you should check out Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where me and Jahan and our friend Drew talk about things. There's a new episode almost every Sunday. Check that out where all podcasts are available. And if you're on Spotify or Apple Music, give us a like or a little 5 stars. That'd be dope for our ratings. Thanks for your support. But tonight it's Wednesday. Tonight we're on Fresh Out the Box, and that means we're playing tabletop role-playing games. And I will be reprising my role as Tim, the Toll Road Supervisor.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Erin Bombier, also known out there as Erin Dippity Doo. I'm a game designer with Adventure Slaying Productions and co-host of our Adventure Slaying podcast, which, by the way, we have a new episode coming out this Friday, which is, it's pretty cool, so you should definitely stay tuned for that. Otherwise, we have New Varn coming up, and you could definitely check that out at, adventureslaying.com. But beside that, tonight I'm playing Ellen Ketch, the marine biologist, with a maddening little ring.
Hey everybody, I am Michael Pow, aka Mr. Kapow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow, that's MRKAPAO, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Pow Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure, where we just started a new series called The Minds of Mimora, with our first guest, our very awesome storyteller, GM here, Jahan.
Thank you. It was an honor. It was a lot of fun, too. You guys should check it out. Vampire Bites.
Hey, Vampire Bites.
Vampire Bites has given the group juice.
Yeah. Have you decided what flavor the juice is?
When it comes from Vampire Bites, it's without a doubt blood. He is without a doubt filling the juice with blood.
I was gonna say grape, but blood definitely seems appropriate, yeah.
Even if our juice isn't usually blood, that's what Vamp fills it up with. They're just over there pouring vials of blood in on the down low.
I meant to make a graphic for the juice, but I have had a hell of a week. But I did add a juice counter to the stream, so you guys have 10 juice.
Yeah.
There's a juice counter at the gym I used to go to also.
Ooh.
Wow.
And you can use the juice to change the game. So I've been looking more into it. Change the game. So you can do the change the game juice moves pretty much whenever. But you need juice to do it, and normally you roll the change the game to generate the juice. But since you have 10, you can just kind of add on to stuff. Use wisely. Just FYI. Okay. Yeah, so
change the game. What is that? What does that even?
On a 1-to-1 ratio, you can create story tags, burn tags, give or reduce statuses. You can scale up effects, like to use an effect that would normally only affect one person to affect more than one person. Like if you throw a guy into a guy, you could amp that up to knock over a whole group of people.
Juice.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. The juice.
Yeah, if someone's on fire, you can make them on fire for longer.
Okay.
Or you can hide the fact that you lit a stick of dynamite or something.
Okay. I actually have a question I was going to ask before game, but I guess I could also ask it now, since it also might be helpful for the stream, because I'm looking at our cards. Is there a limit on power tags, actually?
No.
Okay.
At how many you could have on a card?
Yeah.
So you start with 3. And as you develop the cards, they can gain more.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
I did a thing, and I don't like it. There we go. Sometimes the chat gets all screwy for me, and I can't close my emote picker box. Hi! Alright, so anyways, we're in the game! We did it! So City of Mist, we are taking... This takes place on the Isle of Mist. Your city is on an expansive island with only one land bridge in. However, there are, large natural areas, industrial areas, harbors, airports, large downtown, small rural areas. The city spans the entire spectrum of civilization within this island, as any good City of Mist will. You began your story as children, losing your friend, Maxine, to unfortunate circumstances, only to have her reappear again as you are all adults. She, however, remains a child, not fully remembering where she's been or what's happened, but definitely having some otherworldly knowledge. You gathered in disbelief to this fact. All of your mythoses have awoken. At least a little bit. You're becoming more aware of the supernatural around you. You have gone to the home of Bernadette, right? Yeah. Bernadine. You've gone to Bernie's house to meet with her and her sisters, her coven sisters, to seek their counsel. During this conversation, she sort of asked where their loyalties lie. She implied to you that she was indeed part of a cult, which has some nefarious purpose. Whether or not she's completely amenable to that remains to be seen. As you're talking to her sisters, there is a knock at the door. Hi, Kate. Thanks for the follow and subscription. We really appreciate it. But yeah, so here you sit in her flat with her two sisters. It's sort of a bit of a cluttered, witchy sort of area. It has a cauldron bubbling on the stove, cooking something that is not food. There's various knickknacks hanging off the ceiling, dried herbs, jars full of God knows what. As the knock on the door comes, one of her sisters gets up to answer the door. She shortly comes back, looking kind of crestfallen, as she is followed by a man wearing a hat, a sort of a bowler hat, and a nice, kind of like a nice jacket, suit jacket, with but it strangely has shoulder pads in. So it kind of has like these weird superficial broad shoulders, wearing fingerless gloves, and a tie. And he will smile at all of you, revealing a single frontal golden tooth. Oh my, did not realize you were having a party. It is a shame no one invited me. He'll smile and tip his hat. He is followed immediately by a slight woman wearing a white suit. She has her hair in two long braids going down the back of her head. And then a larger man, not dressed quite so nicely, wearing more of a tracksuit situation. And like a gold chain. He is also, however, wearing a bowler hat. And you notice a playing card tucked into the brim of it. And he'll just kind of look around, mean mug and stuff. And that's where we're going to open up this game. You okay, Carrie?
Yeah, I've got to get my hands on those gloves. That's my number one priority. By the end of this campaign, I'm getting my hands on those gloves.
While I was describing it, it looked like I was hitting you in the face. Like, you're the face of your mate. You're like...
Yeah, I was watching that guy come in. I watched that guy come in with his gloves and his suit and his one gold tooth in the front, and I need those gloves. That would
Give me the
complete
gloves.
my
I
look.
want the tooth. I want the tooth. I want the gold tooth.
Yeah, we're gonna have problems with that guy.
He'll sit down, and he's going to nod to his compatriot in the tracksuit, and he's going to go into the kitchen. The compatriot starts going through the cupboards and stuff. The man in the hat will take off his hat, kind of brush it off a little bit, and wiggle it back onto his head. So, welcome all. Thank you for the anonymous sub. That's very kind of you. We don't get too many anonymous subs. It's mysterious. But yeah, the man will sit down. Well, I knew you were gonna have company. I would have worn a nicer suit. We have business to discuss. And he'll look at the three of you, and then he'll linger on the little girl. Just like his expression softens somewhat. Like he's not trying to freak her out or anything, but he doesn't understand it. I don't know what you were doing before we got here, but I think it is time everyone turns in. If I'm not intruding, and he'll look to the three sisters, and they look sort of nervous a little bit, but it's best if you go. One of the sisters will speak up. We can continue this later.
Really quick, I would like to use. I have an ability here, part of my mission called Identify the Cause. I was wondering if I could use it to identify to see if these people related to my character's disappearance. Investigation roll.
Yeah, you can make an investigation roll if you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What is it? Which is it?
A note. I am going to try. I'm not good at being very strict at all. I'm not. I'm not good at it. But I'm going to try to like lessen the amount of tags. I felt like I was letting a lot go last time, but I'll still be pretty fair, you know.
Alright, I'm gonna do identify the cause.
That's fair.
Actually, can I do my friends? Because my disappearance is involved with my friends. Situation is us.
Yeah, but you're focusing this more on the mysterious man, correct?
Yeah, well, the group as a whole, the mysterious man and their group.
But the group that just came in, right?
Yeah.
Well, so they're not really technically they're not. They don't fall under the friends' purview. I'll strike that one.
No, I think friends as in us, as in my character and her friends.
You're making this roll on your group, or
okay. I
see,
think I
see what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then just do identify the cause then.
Just want to do it. Okay.
Which of these core moves do I use?
Investigate.
I'll see investigate. I see make a hard choice voiceover monologue.
Oh, you're so you accidentally clicked over to the cinematic moves on the top of the page. You see what
got it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
We found out about those last time.
Yeah.
I didn't know those were like a clickable thing. It's pretty cool.
Right. Hey.
Excellent. So you do in fact get to ask a question. What question would you like to ask about this group?
I have to ask to the person, or do I just ask you as
You
the
ask
DM?
me.
Okay. I want to know if these people are part of the cult that Bernie's part of.
So as you look at them and try to wonder, you don't see any signs that they are members of the cult, but you do get the feeling that there is some association there. In the manner in which the three sisters sort of recall or act. There's a work relationship there, and you do know that Bernie and her sisters are a part of the cult. So it's a fair assumption. You're not sure if necessarily he's like a priest in the cult or anything, but maybe he does have some sort of affiliation.
Okay. Max is gonna look over to her friends and then look at the new people coming in. Just kind of leans towards the man and goes, "I'll leave you to it."
As you do that, the man from the kitchen will come into the room and set down a tray on the table full of cups and tea in a pot and like snacks. And the man in the hat will begin to help himself. Wonderful.
You find the prize in your cereal box. And my friend Max gets up and starts walking towards the door.
You know, I was in that kitchen for 10 minutes and didn't find anything to eat. I started drinking that gross cauldron soup over there. Here they've got tea and biscuits the whole time.
It just weren't for you. By the way, how are you feeling after that cauldron soup?
You're not.
I feel ready to puke.
You're not.
Just ready.
You're not completely
let's
sure
get out of
that,
here.
that those belonged to the witches. They might have brought them. You're not positive. There's a chance.
Don't worry,
All right.
Timmy. There's a convenience store around the corner, and just got a fresh batch of ice cream sandwiches.
I'm not made out of money. I gotta see what they have on the back. We were just leaving anyways. Good to meet you, friends. A friend of hers is a friend of ours.
the big guy glares at you.
Do you have us blocked in, or are we good?
He'll step aside, but
No,
he did.
I meant your car. Your car. Do you have us? Did you guys park behind us?
Oh, you're asking? Nope. No.
Mine was it's the white '92 Mustang.
Good to know.
If you box me in, I'll be back in here. I'm gonna have to ask you to move. I hope you didn't box me in. Last warning.
The bigger guy will be like, all right, that's enough, pal. Like, let's move this along.
All right.
Come on,
That-
Tim.
As you walk by the woman in white, she's pretty short. She's skinny, shorter, not very big at all. But she'll kind of watch you go too. More curious than anything.
Is it just me, or did those guys give you the creeps? Like, we were in a house full of witches, you know what I mean? And everything felt fine until they came in. It's like they sucked the air out of the room.
Sorry, when is all this started feeling fine for you?
Oh, I've been fine since me and Max went to the buffet, really.
I'm gonna look at Max, by the way. And cross my arms. And look really hard at Max.
Max is kind of bends down and picks up one of those. I think they're called dandelion things. It kind of blows on it. Kind of gives a sigh. Those not gonna be the last time we see them.
So, how are you even here?
At
How
this point,
is
you're
Nicholas there?
at this point you're standing out front. You see a black car, pretty nondescript, an SUV of some kind. There is a man sitting behind the driver's seat that is also wearing kind of like a tracksuit. And then the woman in white actually followed you out. She's going to go up to the car and just sit in the passenger seat, and then they just sit there. You can tell they're talking, but they're just kind of watching you while you're out front here.
I'll head down to my car, and I'm gonna make a note of their license plates. Since I work for the toll road, I know a guy who can run license plates. So, in case I need to figure out who these people are, I still just feel like they're sinister. You know, they have it's a bad feeling. So I'll get the plate for the SUV and for the black fancy car.
It's just one car. It's just the.
Oh, it's just like a big. Okay, it's not two cars. Got it.
But yeah, you can take the plate number down. You get the distinct feeling that she also took your plate down.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny that you were pointing out which car was hers. I was like, they're definitely gonna like mark it. But yeah, but they just kind of watch you. What do you guys do?
They didn't park behind me or block.
No, you're not blocked at all. You can leave.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I mean, you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like peel off without you.
No, let's meet up somewhere. Do we have any other
Sorry, Aaron's been having some internet issues, but they'll be resolved soon.
Man, so it's already. We've been. What time is it now?
In game.
Yes.
Probably approaching nightfall. Like the sun's gonna go down soonish.
Thinking it's probably getting late. It was nice to run around memory lane with you guys today, and we could do it again tomorrow, but we're gonna have to do it after about 3 o'clock. I've got to get to work early.
She froze
One
again.
of my weakness tags for routine working the toll booth. Weakness tag work in the morning.
Okay. I like it. Are you gonna take them with you?
I mean, unless you guys want me to drop you off at Aaron's character's place so that you can spend the night there. But yeah, I gotta work in the morning.
Ellen.
That's the one that I don't see.
Yeah.
There it is.
New names are
You
always
can
hard.
totally- You can totally stay at my place while we figure out what's going on.
Max, you cool staying at Ellen's place?
Of course, it'll be like a sleepover, like old times.
Awesome. I'll drop you guys off. Or, no, you brought your own car, didn't you? Because you were driving Bernie.
Yes.
All right,
We'll
there
be
you
fine.
go.
Thank you.
Yep.
As you leave,
Peel out. I peel out. I fishtail into the street and do a 180 and zip off back to my house.
you zip off. You do have a tag on you right now. You are being followed.
Hell yeah.
We'll put it on as a follow 3. What up, Goblin Cave TV? Thank you for the raid. We come to share love.
Yo.
Our hearts are warm and fresh.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to City of Mist.
They have emotes of a goblin holding a heart with that. That's pretty funny. Boy. Oh boy, I like that a lot. Alright, yeah, welcome. You're in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But so you are being followed. What do you do? You do have the way it works is you are right now. I'm giving you a tag of, I'll say, followed 3. You can face danger to mitigate the effect this tag has on you. Raid. I need an air horn sound for like. Oh man, if I could just get an audio recording of you like not fully committing to the beep beep beep, that'd be like burr burr burr, just like sort of a. Let's go on.
I love
Yay.
these ambitions.
I like that
Yeah,
it's getting.
a follow. No, I love follows. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to undersell it. Womp womp.
Womp
No.
womp.
We get a womp womp sad trombone sound.
Womp
So I'm being followed. I'm in my 1992 Mustang. It's all white. It's a muscle car. Everybody knows it. It's a drag racing machine. Little hatchback action. Probably one of the worst looking Mustangs around. But I drive erratically and I drive fast, so I will certainly face danger against these fellas. If they're following me, you're gonna have to keep up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be an easy tail me at 35 miles an hour and stay a couple cars back. You're gonna have to probably be seen too.
No, but yeah, if you want to face, so they do. You see each other mostly, but you can face danger to try to eliminate. Did you not want to add any tags to it?
So I don't know. Here's why I don't know, because my tags are pretty toll booth centric, and if we're not on the tollway, then I wasn't even going to ask you if I could add them. And as far as I'm concerned, we're currently not on the tollway. You didn't say that we were yet.
You're not.
So yeah, no, I don't have any tags to add.
You can try to go there as part of it. So if you want to try to avoid them by taking the tollway,
oh yeah, for sure, man.
Then what you do is say that, and then you could add the tags. So it's going to be like a whole. It's not like.
First, this is just erratic driving, and my face danger was not a great roll.
No, that's a bad roll.
But I will head towards the tollway as I am just ripping through this residential section. It's pretty easy to follow me because there's just these 2-lane roads full of basically parked cars, as I'm just leaving huge skid marks behind as I'm ripping through intersections and hand sliding around like a total asshole. So I don't lose them in the first go.
The way that the face... So it's more... When you're making these rolls, it's more for, like, the whole scene. And, like... So you did bad with this roll.
Oh, yeah.
Which is okay. What happens now is I make something happen. So you are going to get away. But just not in the way you wanted to. At a certain point during your erratic driving, you see red and blue lights. Whoop whoop.
Oh yeah, no problem here. No problem.
You see. Are you gonna pull over?
Can I get to the tollway? Like pull over at the tollway?
Yes, suppose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that. That'll put me in my turf, so I get some turf tags to deal with this next part.
I mean, the tollway is not that far. You tend not to stray that far from it because that's your thing. Yeah, you can get to the tollway. I'll allow it. And as you pull over, the car that was tailing you will like drive past you, and like the woman in white will look at you from the passenger side as she goes by. But they don't want the cops involved, so they leave.
Heck yeah. So dealing with is that a different scene to deal with the police? Are we done with that one? Are we good?
Oh no, the cops are here. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's what I thought might happen.
Yeah, one of them gets out. I mean, I'll just say it's just a single officer.
Do I recognize this feller? Is he a toll road adjacent unit?
You know, it's probably 50-50. High or low, Gary?
Yeah, I say high. I say there's a good chance I know him. Put me on the high side.
You do not know this officer.
Damn. It's worth a shot.
But yeah, so the officer will get out of the car, come up to your window, knock on the window.
I'll roll it down with the hand crank because this is a 1992 Mustang.
He'll shine the flashlight on you, the woman in your passenger seat, and then the small child in the back seat.
They took their own car.
Did you guys take your own car?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They took Aaron's car.
Well, that's fine. That's just you. They'll just shine a light on you. You know why I pulled you over?
Yeah, those people were following me, so I was driving like crazy trying to lose them. I was trying to get back up to the toll road here. You know, I know a bunch of the guys who work on the toll road, a bunch of the officers and stuff, so I was just trying to get back up to familiar territory and hopefully get somewhere safe, and man, you couldn't have pulled me over at a better time.
This is pretty simple. Convince roll, alright? I'm going to give you a tag. That'll give you a +1 to this roll. I'll call it the truth. since you are telling the truth, it does make it a little easier.
And it is convince, you said.
That's gonna be
and
convince.
So it's a +2. Can I say +2. Can I also use the tag from routine that is EMS/police dispatch?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
So that gives you a total of 2.
Give me a +2 on this, and then I will click convince. Oof. Mild success.
Mild success. So like you're pretty close on that one. You're 9 out of 10. I mean, he believes you. It just doesn't necessarily sway him all the way. All right. Well, be that as it may, and he'll like kind of look after the other car. Why are they following you?
They're friends of a friend of mine, and they just give me bad vibes. In fact, I even wrote down their license plate, and I'll hold up the little piece of paper because I was going to have this checked tomorrow when I got into work. I don't know who they are, but I don't trust them. And obviously, they didn't trust me either.
Okay. He'll take down the license plate number from you. Like, all right, I'm going to put this in the report. I'll be right back. He's going to go back. We're going to fast forward that. Not going to make you wait. He's going to go do his little report. He's going to have you sign a statement saying that you were pulled over. Kind of like a warning. I was going to give you a ticket, but then you gave him the license plate, and I was like, okay. So no ticket today.
Hell yeah.
But essentially you signed something that said that like you would be followed by this car. So that's on the record now. I'm not gonna. And that'll be that. You got pulled over by the cops. Aaron, Max, where's your car at? You're heading to as soon as it's time for Aaron to talk, she froze. Hi, Aaron.
Hey.
You're going back to your house. Where describe your
Yes.
living situation. Damn it!
Oh no!
It only happens when she's trying to talk. It's the weirdest thing.
Wow. Am I back?
You're back.
Cool. So I live in a cool place. It's like a 1-bedroom apartment with it's not very well furnished, to be honest. In fact, it's straight up messy. If I'm gonna be honest, it's messy. There's kind of like takeout in places, and there's like papers kind of scattered, like on the coffee table and in the kitchen. Here to be, and like in front of the microwave. But otherwise, look, the countertops store like food or trash sometimes.
So every surface is covered in trash.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine, right? It's not that bad. I could probably clear off the couch for you, Max. No problem, in fact. And I got a couple blankets somewhere.
Max, you walk into the apartment of a mentally unwell person.
When Max offers the couch, Max just nods and just starts moving some of the magazines or whatnot that's on the couch right now onto the. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, just gonna say there's a coffee table right next to the couch.
Sure.
Just gonna start moving stuff onto the coffee table, and he looks up.
There's like a dead plant next to it.
Oh yeah. You should really water that.
Oh, no, that died like a couple of years ago.
Oh, nothing's ever really dead. Just in another state of existence.
Yeah, it's called death. Man, I'm not there. I can't say that. I want to though. Okay.
Yeah, we all think that in character.
Gary.
But
Sorry, Gary. Your job tag that has "works in the morning" on it.
Yep.
Go ahead and mark 1 point of attention on that, since you literally left what was going on because you have work in the morning.
Hell yeah. 1 point of attention.
pretty funny.
Thank you. Yeah, it was like, man, I had to use that, and it screwed up a couple of my rolls too, which was good stuff.
Yeah.
That one that I needed a 10 and I rolled a 9 instead, it dinked me. It doinked me on that roll.
Oh, you activated it?
Yeah, it was. I had it on as soon as we left the first place. That's where I was headed back home. Got work in the morning. From now on, I'm on a rush to get back home.
So when you activate a weakness tag on yourself, you actually get attention anyways. So that's where that attention comes from.
Hell yeah.
Just so everyone knows, if at any point in time you feel one of your weaknesses would come up, you can activate it during a roll to gain attention on that roll, which helps you progress and it also keeps you from losing Logos and Mythos cards. But yeah, we'll go ahead. You guys went home for the night. That's fun. It's very funny. So do you have anything that you need to do in the morning, Aaron? Do you have work stuff that you need to do? Or anything like that? And then
Not really.
okay.
I can put off. I can put it off for now. It'll be fine. Probably. Otherwise, though, I do spend some time journaling the day, before I go to bed, and then when I wake up, and every once in a while I'll rip a page out and fold it, and then slide it into my pocket, and then I set that down, and then I go check in with Max, make sure Max gets up and gets fed, and all that fun stuff.
Oh, in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. Yeah, we'll cut to the morning. Gary, you're at work. The two of you are doing a morning routine of some kind. You're making sure that your young friend Maxine is fed. Maxine, so how are you handling all this, Maxine? You're back. You're not home, but you're back. How's that going?
I'm gonna say Maxine didn't really sleep that much that night. He kind of just sat up and was watching TV. She's basically cross-legged on a couch. Maybe say she made some hot cocoa and was just watching TV all night, but with the volume down low. But Lynn could probably see the lights from the TV under her door, basically all night. And in the morning, Max actually makes breakfast for the both of them, But, something simple, some scrambled eggs and toast and with butter. She didn't really say much in the evening or during the morning. And more yes and no answer, just basically yes and no questions she'll answer. Or the usual, I can't really say that right now.
Gotcha. So when you wake up, breakfast is made. And yeah, are you going into work today, Aaron? Or are you planning on going in, that is? Every time it's your turn, it's pretty funny. Well, Maxine, you made French toast, Maxine?
No, regular toast with butter and some scrambled eggs. I figured that's something easy enough that you can't really screw up.
That's fair. Aaron's
There's
back.
also not really enough ingredients. I'm back. Yes. Yeah, you find just enough butter, eggs, and toast to do that.
Yeah, you're using the end pieces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That kind
She's
of
also
thing.
going to be Ellen, you should really go shopping more. It's not really healthy.
Well, I don't really have time for that, honestly, most of the time. It's okay. Honestly, I'm usually on the boat or in a lab. But I honestly thought you might not even be here when I woke up, and that yesterday was some sort of weird dream. Did you want to do anything today? Do you have family you want to see again? I don't even know. What are you...
I would love to see them, honestly, but not right now. And she kind of looks a little sad at that. Wouldn't be safe for them right now if I reached out to them.
Yeah.
But we are going to be meeting Timmy later on. Probably she looks at the clock and in about an hour or two.
Well, I'm glad you have it down, but so it's just back to normal for you then? No,
Oh, no.
no, that doesn't make sense. Because why does this seem so easy for you? I just can't wrap my brain around it.
Hey. And Max kind of walks over and puts her hand on Ellen's hand. Kind of he's basically small hand on a larger hand. Ellen, I really want to tell you and the others about honestly everything, but please, you're just gonna have to trust me that the time comes, you'll know the answer. But gonna have to wait.
Take a deep sigh. I feel like I've been waiting long enough. But if you say
Things
so.
are in motion. Things are in motion. Things are gonna start really quick. Very soon. In fact, she looks at the clock again. Honestly, I'm afraid. And you actually hear, like, this is the first time since she's been back, she actually sounds a little scared. I don't know if we actually really do have enough time.
I'll follow her gaze to the clock and back. Now you have work in the morning, Tim. So we're probably waiting for you to get off work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The rigmarole of just dealing out, just taking change for taxes all day, drinking coffee, and then taking more change for the tolls is it's really exciting. Toll work is super exciting stuff. Riveting, really.
Right, yes. Well, while Tim's wrapping up work, Max, is there some place that we can go that will put us more on time? And I kind of lean in and just kind of look. And actually grab. I look at Max again, almost suspiciously, is she even real? And then I reach over and I grab an envelope off to the side here and flip it over and write some things in the back, and then I just slide it back over.
Back over to Max?
No, just off to the side.
Okay.
It just says a couple things that you said, when the time comes, you'll have your answers, and then things if you look at it, they're literally notes about.
Yeah. So the two of you,
Together.
the two of you, go through this back and forth about you wanting to know what happened, her not telling you, and yeah, Gary, you go through your day of tolls. You work early morning.
Yeah, that's right. First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. All right. At a certain point, Aaron, you get a phone call. Ellen, that is. It is one of the administrators at the night school where your lab is. They want you to get down there. There's been a break-in.
Oh. A break-in?
Mm-hmm.
When did this happen?
Sometime in the night. We're not sure. It must have been late at night, since that's when we're actually closed.
Was anything stolen or?
It's kind of a mess. It's hard to tell. I've been in your office before, and it kind of looked like this. So, like, I'm not positive what's you. And you know how you are. They'll say, sort of jokingly. You know how you are. Yeah, yeah, messy creature. You. Ha cha 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 cha.
I think I lost you there for a second. Could you repeat that last part?
Yeah. It's you know how you are. You're a mess. It was messy. It's hard to tell what was you and what was crime. So that's why we kind of need you down here. Give a statement if anything's missing.
Yeah, of course. No, of course. I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
Excellent. And so, yeah.
I was gonna say, as soon as Ellen gets off the phone, Max looks up at her and goes, "Go into your. Let's go. Better go check out. It's missing and stuff."
Yes, we need to go right now. Actually, I'm gonna get up pretty quickly and throw on some shoes and a jacket and grab my keys and head out.
Excellent.
And, before we and at the end of the day, we should really, like I said, we should really go get necessities, food and stuff.
We can go shopping when we're done. That makes total sense. But we gotta go right now. Let's go. Let's get in the car.
Excellent. So yeah, the only times you really have to actually travel is if it's important. This isn't, so we're just going to transfer over to the scene. Hey, Corbinian, thank you for the Game Master power up.
What up, Corbinian?
Which I could definitely use in this game. We'll transition the scene to the school. You'll arrive at the City of Mist night school. I didn't give it a clever name yet, if you couldn't tell. But you'll arrive at the night school. There is it's still doing normal operation. There's still people there coming and going, but the building, the annex building that you're a part of in the back, you see cops over there. Not a lot. There's just 2 cars, and then there's some tape around a window that leads into your office on the ground floor. And then when you go over there, they'll let you in. You'll enter your lab. It is a mess. A bunch of stuff's knocked over, which wasn't like that last night. Some of your equipment's broken. You're finding it. Yeah, you're gonna have to try to figure out what's missing, if anything.
Wait, I lost you there for a second. I have to try to figure out which thing.
You're gonna try and figure out what's missing, if anything at all. You're not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because of you have disorganized as a weakness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep, there it is. It popped up. You know what? It's popping up a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and let you mark it attention for being a mess.
Yeah, kind of a mess, definitely. Okay, yeah. So I go through. I feel like I almost want to roll because I'm probably gonna miss stuff that it shouldn't be trash and throw it in the trash and vice versa. I actually looked for that fish, the one that
you look for the spooky fish that you found from the depths.
I'm back. I wanted to look particularly for that fish and samples of it.
The fish is still there. And the samples are still there.
Okay. Yeah, look around, see if anything that's important, if anything's actually missing. Do I need to roll for that?
You can do an investigation check.
Cool.
So go ahead and tell me what your relevant tags are.
I have a note on everything. I also have the disorganized.
A note on everything works.
Um,
Yeah, disorganized will come
okay.
into play here, and that's kind of where you get the attention from. So you right now you're sitting at 0 with those two.
Um, there's persistent curiosity and
Yeah, persistent curiosity will definitely give you one.
yeah, persistent curiosity.
It does get worse on her turn.
And then there's also ambitious drive. I don't know if that would be better than persistent curiosity or.
You can use persistent curiosity. I wouldn't say abandoned drive or drive would really come into play here.
That's fair.
Do you have any research like tags or anything? Ooh.
I have a lot of deduction.
You have deduction?
I was wondering if I
top
could.
of my
Is there a
lap.
way for me to aid?
Man, you're asking the hard questions here. You're asking the difficult questions.
A way to give her like a +1 or something?
Oh, I see.
I don't really think you give each other +1s, but
Yeah.
you can do your own investigation.
Okay.
If you have a help for.
I would say.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go
So
back.
those points on your card, if you have. That's right. Thanks, Vampire. Damn, I forgot about those. So you have help and hurt points on your character card for specific people. So, yeah.
I see.
You could give her a +1 if you have a help for her, which you get by bonding, which is cool.
I think didn't we all of us get like a +1 during our geek out session?
Yeah, you got
last
some,
game, right?
for sure. Yeah, I just don't remember who they're for.
I think we all got one.
Well, so that's not. So you and Bernie did. You, Bernie, and Aaron all did for each other. But so they're for specific people. Is
Okay.
the only issue. Yours was either for Bernie or for Aaron.
Okay. Well.
If you don't have it marked, you could use it now. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a help for Ellen.
Okay. So you get a +1 there, and then also I was asking if you had a tag for research or anything like that, which I'm not sure if you did.
Not specifically.
Okay. A 9 is fine. A 9. Oh, she said deduction. Okay, good.
There's that.
So you can add that too. So those plus, it's important because you were so close. So this will get you to that 10, which is a complete success. You're able to, you have your little friend help you make little piles of papers, and you are able to deduce what's missing. A lot of your more recent notes are missing. A lot of your your title charts and that kind of stuff that you're using before you made your discovery. One of the actually, I'm supposed to make you ask questions. So you have the power to. So you can go ahead and ask me 2 questions in addition. I already gave you some information, but you can ask 2 questions.
Yeah. Okay, we've actually answered the first one, which was like, what are some of the first things I noticed that are missing? Or what is missing? Which would be the recent notes and then the title charts and stuff for that recent discovery.
For your most recent expedition, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Trying to think. I guess if I have a note on everything, did I leave behind or would they still be there? Any notes about the circle?
Did you write about the circle? And if you did write about the circle, is it like new information, or is it just kind of like your hypothesis about it or whatever? Sorry. It is important. This is an important part.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
No, you're good. So, what notes did you have on the circle here?
It would have just been something about like, could this be?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. So they are kind of vague notes, but yeah, they are missing. They did take the notes.
Sort of like a.
Yeah, they would have taken any notes about the ring for sure. You do notice that is specifically what was taken from here. You are also able, either you or either you or Maxine could find hidden in the refuge a single playing card as well.
Yep, gonna
If
reach
you don't
down.
mind, okay.
Oh no! Did you want to
I was
reach
gonna
down
say if
and
you
grab
don't mind, I was gonna say have Max find it.
That's fine.
it? Yeah.
If you want to find it, okay. Max kind of picks up the playing card, goes, huh? It's like yesterday.
Look over at Max. Look at the card. Where'd you find?
I'm gonna guess that Ellen said, where did you find that? And I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
where'd you find that?
yeah, it's kind of just just the pointing with the object at where she found it on the floor, like, oh, just right over there.
Just like yesterday. Like like that guy in that tracksuit we saw.
And then she kind of taps the card up to her nose. Bingo.
So we're quickly going to leave your scene for a second here. Gary, it's the end of your shift.
Yo.
You're about to clock out.
All right. Sounds good.
There's one more car coming.
Okay.
Your relief is about to be here. Your relief is here, but they're like clocking in and like buttoning up their shirt and doing whatever. You're just kind of chilling.
And they all got to get dropped off because they have to go around the toll road. They put everybody in the van. They go around the toll road and they drop you off at your booth.
Is that how that
Somewhere to
works?
Park. Yeah. And
That's
they come
so
back and
weird.
Pick you up at the end of your shift. So
I would
it's
hate
like
that.
It's like I got the walkie-talkie call that they're gonna come pick me up, and I'm just waiting for the final van to get here.
You can see it. It's behind the last car here. The car pulls up. It is just sort of a crappy, dark-colored sedan. Nothing noteworthy, not particularly new or flashy or anything. It is clean. It's not bad. Sitting behind the driver's seat is a man in a tracksuit, wearing a hat with a card on his brim. He doesn't pay you any mind or anything strange like that. It's just something you would notice. And he'll drop his toll in the booth and be on his way.
I'll make a mental note of that, and then I'll also share that with my team at some point later, whenever we're like eating food or something or drinking. I'll let you guys know that a guy with a card on his hat came through the toll. But it's not enough for me right now to realize I should have written down that license plate. I'm gonna go ahead and let it go.
Target? Yeah, you're relieved of duty.
I'll text you guys. Have texted you, I guess, Ellen, because I don't think Maxine has a phone yet. And say, what's up? What are we doing? What's the deal?
Hey Tim. So turns out we had a break-in at my lab today. No big deal. No big deal, really. Nothing really important was missing, at least. Few notes, but they left behind something. I can tell you more about it, but I'm not really comfortable talking over the phone. Can we meet somewhere? Is there a place you like to eat?
I didn't know you had a lab, though. That's awesome. What do you do? Are you like a science guy or what?
Max is like tugging on Ellen's other sleeve and looks up and goes, "And then we're gonna have lunch at the pier where you get your favorite hot dogs."
I thought you worked at an aquarium or something.
I'm a marine biologist.
Oh, like a
I didn't go to school for all that time to run
Is
an
that like a
aquarium.
veterinarian for pet fish?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna meet you at Billy Joe's on the pier.
All
Okay?
right, sounds
All
good.
right.
I'll see y'all there.
Great. See you there.
What name did you just give me?
Billy Joe's. I try to think of something more clever, but Billy Joe's came out, so that's what we're getting.
Sometimes
They're
that's how it
like
be.
that's just how it be. They have like the live lobsters in the tank when you walk up, and they do a lot of like fish and chips and all that.
Oh, they do lobster rolls. I bet they do.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
dirty
they do.
water hot dogs.
Ooh, and dirty dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and change first, so I'm not in my work clothes, and then I'll head on over to the pier. Then this is when you'll see. You know what? Don't even worry about it. You won't see my home yet, and I'll show up to the pier.
I hope you live under the fucking bridge.
You live in a van down by the river.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
100. I 100% live under the bridge.
But yeah, you guys. So once again, we'll cut scene. You will be at the pier. It's about 2 in the afternoon. Still plenty of day left. And you're at Billy Joe's. Billy Joe's. Apparently, Billy Joe's Food Shack. We'll call it Billy Joe's Food Menagerie.
Food bucket.
No, menagerie.
And you can get the bucket. It's $50.
You can't get the
Finish whole
bucket.
thing. If you finish it, it's free.
But he insists that it's called a menagerie. He's very strange about it.
Welcome to the
have-
menagerie. He's just waiting there
Yeah,
to see
you
you
got-
when you walk in.
Think of an animal and eat it.
I also add that the owner's name isn't even Billy Joe. There's no Billy Joe at all. Nobody knows why it's called Billy Joe's.
Oh, there's a Billy
passed
Joe,
down.
right?
It's been passed down since like 1870.
Billy Joe's dead. Yar.
So,
Yeah.
dog.
But you'll be on the pier. There's lots of people out here today. It's a nice day. Some high waves, so there's not a lot of people out on the water right now. But that strong sea breeze. You see a seagull pluck a last bite of hot dog out of a small girl's hand. You see her cry. And you find a bench to eat your menagerie bucket upon. Billy Joe's Piano Bar. Wake me up when the buffet ends. I also thought about doing Billy Joel's. It's kind of where I saw this going.
Went with a Billie
Matt-
Jean joke.
It says
Very tasteful.
ordered 2 dirty water hot dogs with extra mustard, light on the sauerkraut, and pickle slices, and a soda.
Yar, that'll be $3.50.
I'm not allowed to order the bucket here anymore. My face is on the wall a bunch of times.
Because you can't, because they cut you off.
Yeah, I got it. I won it too many times now. I just can't get that. I gotta get anything else.
Makes sense.
I can't, so I'm having trouble because I can't speak as the guy that works here anymore because he's a pirate now in my mind and I can't stop doing pirate voice every time I'm about to speak. But he's not a pirate and I don't want him to be, so like...
Oh, I got something for you.
Yar!
We'll spend one juice to change the game and make him a pirate.
You know, it's not the
Yeah,
intended...
he's the guy with the mythos of like Davy Jones.
It's not the intended purpose of juice, but I'll allow it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yar, you be paying for your meals now, sonny.
That's not fair. And literally now next to the bucket, there is an asterisk that has my name, and it's like everyone except for Tim. I'm like, that's not fair. It doesn't say on the menu I can't order it.
Tim be having too much of a good thing.
They updated their menus. You know, I put a sushi place out of business doing this once. just eating all you can eat sushi. I ate so much they ran out of sushi. They were just giving me frozen pieces of meat covered in ice, and I still ate it just to prove a point.
Yar, I know. Some of them be working here now. And you'll see, like, in the back on the fry cook, there's just a guy looking at you, just shaking his head.
How many lobster rolls can I have for this much money? And I just give him so much change, just like 2 handfuls of change. I just said, absolutely, I'm a big man, and it's lots of change. Let's just say that. Maybe pounds, maybe like 6 pounds of change.
all you can eat sushi is actually a fantastic idea. I've done it before, and it's delicious.
I did actually put an all-you-can-eat sushi place out of business by eating so much sushi that they ran out and were serving me frozen fish. We would go there every Wednesday and would just obliterate them for like 2 hours, and they went out of business.
Crap.
The secret is don't actually go for the rolls. Go for the sashimi.
That's
More
exactly
bang
what we did. Is we were just murdering sashimi, and they also had like 3 or 4 appetizers that were on the list. Like you could get edamame, just like all the edamame you could ever want, and like some shumai, little shrimp shumai. Oh my god, it's so good.
I went there with you guys once, and it was fantastic.
And then somehow it went out of business because somebody ate all their food every week.
The audacity.
Yeah, Alex, I'm hungry now too. I agree. But yeah, so you're eating your many lobster rolls. You give him an ass load of change. He doesn't like you at all, but he'll feed the other 2 of you fine.
I feel like he hasn't liked me since we were kids, though. This is many years of developing a bad rapport with this pirate.
Oh, is this a former schoolmate?
No, this place has been here. This place.
I see what you're saying.
An established restaurant. Yeah, it's not the first time we've come here for sure.
I mean, he has a big, thick black beard, so it's
because he's a pirate.
well, with one of those like Jack Sparrow braids. So,
What happened at your lab?
There you go.
Now that we've filled our bellies with tasty, warm goodness, now that we've had our dopamine fix from lobster rolls, dirty hot dog water dogs, and fish and chips, what happened at your lab?
You can't ask questions. Don't you know that she's afraid of questions, Gary? She freezes up.
Just lock up every time for like 10 to 20 seconds.
So you said there was something that happened at your lab you didn't want to talk about over the phone.
Yes. So somebody broke in, and Max, did you grab the card?
Max reaches into her pocket and pulls out the card. They left their calling card.
Didn't we see another card? That's not the first card.
Max taps
the
the card against her nose and goes, "Bingo! Yesterday."
You know, I saw a guy come across the bridge. He had a card tucked into his hat. He paid his toll and went on through. I didn't think much of it, but I saw a card.
Should have really gotten his license plate number.
Oh yeah, well hindsight's 2020. I see all kinds of weird stuff driving through the toll road every day. You know, some people put like full McDonald's costumes in their car just to get through the easy tag lane so they don't have to pay the toll for single passengers. Isn't that crazy? They put in like blow up dolls that just like dress like looks like a man's just stuffed full of clothes in the back seat just so they don't have to pay the price for the toll, just so they can get through with the high occupancy vehicle. It's the craziest thing.
Really sounds out of this world, I would say.
Like I said, I can't write down every license plate of every weird thing that comes through, but there's something at work with these cards, and I saw a card come in today.
Well, this guy I was just gonna say, this guy broke in. This guy broke into the lab.
Well, for future reference, if you encounter anybody else with, like, a playing card in their hat or something like that, their license plate number.
Definitely, maybe. I think this
You
guy
should
couldn't have
really
been the
do
one
it
who
next
broke
time.
into your lab. He just came across into the city today. Maybe there's more at work here. Maybe there are more than one dealer of these cards.
Did only one person have a hat with a card in it that we saw at the?
Now that you're thinking
Is
about
that-
it, the one that you saw had a playing card with like a 2 of clubs on it in his hat. The man with the golden tooth had a card, but you couldn't see what was on it. It had the back facing out.
What's the
Okay.
card that we have?
The card that you have is a 2 of clubs.
Okay. So I share that connection with the party. 2 clubs. Didn't that one guy have a 2 of clubs in his hat?
The guy last night? He
It-
had his flipped around backwards. I couldn't tell what he was sporting.
Did I understand that?
The other guy had
It was the
a 2
other
of clubs.
guy? Yeah.
The guy in the
Yeah,
tracksuit.
yeah.
Tracksuit had a 2 of clubs. Fancy boy had a backwards card.
So this.
So I
is
say, not
track
that
guy's
guy.
hat. Okay.
The guy in the tracksuit, his hat. I think his hat was a 2 of clubs.
Was
Well, I guess we need to go talk to Tracksuit.
How are we gonna find him?
Maybe we hang out at an Adidas store in the mall? We just lean up against the wall with our arms crossed or crouch down real low until he shows up?
Hey, I'm here for more tracksuits.
Yeah, exactly. Just do the. Or if we all start tracksuit leaning, you know, you do the crouch tracksuit lean with your arms crossed with your legs spread out wide. If we all
Yeah.
do tracksuit
squat. You gotta
leans,
do the squat though. The
if we
squat
all
though.
do tracksuit squats, yeah, maybe he'll just show up. Maybe he'll just be.
Meanwhile, I was wondering, can I make an investigate roll? I was wondering if I can use the power tags see through culprit's eye and identify the cause.
Okay. And what is your intention with this?
See, get a clue of where tracksuit guy is.
Okay, yeah, you can try to investigate.
I got
Okay,
it.
so yeah, you have so this is a partial success. So you're able to ask some questions. You're gonna need to find who you want to ask. You're probably gonna need to find answers through people, and you can try to ask around to get this information.
Okay.
Really,
Well-
it's a matter of preference at this point since you've already passed the check.
Well, I was wondering if I could just. Main thing was looking through the culprit's eye, aka tracksuit guy, see what he sees. I'm gonna try to figure out where he is. Needing the clues from that.
You want to try and look through his eyes using your mythos powers. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's part of my mission power, actually.
That's fair. It's-
Or did I do that wrong?
no, you're fine. Okay. Yeah. So you'll catch a glimpse. I'll let you catch a glimpse. Where do I want him to be? I really, really, really want him to be sitting on a bench in the mall across from the Adidas store. Like,
Bitching on a park
so.
bench.
Yeah. I really want him to be looking at the Adidas store, but I'm not going to do that. It's really funny. But he is. You'll see him in some sort of warehouse setting. Look, so I'm gonna have it come through fuzzy, incomplete, or partly false. I'm gonna choose that option as your complication for this. So you'll see it's a warehouse. There are people moving boxes around. You can't see anybody's face. Their faces are obscured just because they're just not coming through your vision. But they're moving boxes around a warehouse. You can kind of smell. You're not sure if it's real life or if it's the vision. You think it's the vision. You smell salt air. You think he might be near the coast. You'll even see a boat pulled in to this warehouse. So, like, the warehouse is on the water. The warehouse has a dock. So you see a warehouse with a dock. That's what you see.
All right, Max. You all see just Max kind of just close her eyes, kind of takes a deep breath. There's kind of a small tremor going through both her hands. She starts breathing a little quickly. And then she looks up at me and Els. He's at a warehouse. I see a dock. This has to be in the water, and there's other people around. They're moving boxes.
Interesting.
I suppose the other thing I can give you one more clue here. There's like a strong herbal scent in the air as well.
It's kind of almost an herbal medicinal smell. Does that sound familiar to Max at all? Like, from the past, or would this be like something that she's unfamiliar with, like something that
completely new information?
Completely new. Okay.
Yeah, nothing that you've ever experienced before.
I was like, it definitely wasn't back in the day.
We could drive around this whole city looking at warehouses, but we're never going to be able to figure out which one it is unless we get in on the water. Ellen, do you have a boat for work? You said you work at the zoo or something, right? You feed the fish?
Tim. No, I don't have a boat, but I can get a boat. I can get a boat.
That's true. You don't technically own the boat, but you do have the ability to use one.
Mm-hmm.
I think looking around, maybe doing a lap of the island and peeking into some of these warehouses might give us a good advantage if you guys aren't busy the rest of the day. I do have work in the morning, but I've got time.
I think that's a great idea, but I think we should be careful because I think the ones breaking into my lab might have been looking for the ring, and I'd rather not just give it to them. What is it that Bernie said about it?
I don't know.
She said a lot of stuff. The ring, she mentioned that it is important to the ritual of the cult.
I don't even know about the ring. Really, I don't really know about the ring.
Yeah, you were eating out of that pot when they were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of the sisters did mention that if they can find the ring, great, but if it finds a bearer, then the bearer must die.
So we definitely need to figure out what's going on. I'm just wanted to let you all know I'm not necessarily eager about jumping straight in if we don't have to.
I'm not sure how else to get at these guys, but we definitely need to ask him some questions.
Either way, we should probably assume because he kind of looks out and kind of once again has kind of a faraway look in her eyes. They're on a schedule, and also should be careful because there's a lot of people around there.
But if they're looking for you and they want your ring, then maybe we shouldn't go find them and ask them questions because that's exactly what they want. Maybe we should hide, lay low, never see them again. Huh? Then they can't kill you.
Well, but they won't stop looking for me. And that doesn't help Max. And I can't take this ring off. I don't know if you saw that, but it doesn't come off.
I saw a thing on TikTok that if you put a string around your finger, and then you pull it, and it'll straighten the knuckle, and then maybe it'll slide off. I don't know if you tried that yet.
So I
haven't.
Also, I'll just let you know, Timmy. If we don't do anything, that's one of the worst case scenarios. Something really, really, really bad's gonna happen. Like, really horrible.
I would consider Ellen getting killed and having her finger chopped off and the ring forcibly removed pretty bad. That's up there for me. That's up there. That's a kind of a 10 situation. Let's not have that going on.
There's worse things.
But I don't know. That's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
It's bad, but worse things.
But that's probably true. Let's see what we can find out at least.
Yeah, absolutely. So, your options are, it seems that you're at a bit of an impasse here. You can investigate by sea. You can try to investigate not by sea, by like going to the docks area, or you can avoid it altogether and try to escape notice here. What would you like? What course of action would you enjoy the most?
You know, I think that we should be pragmatic and make sure we have a safe place that we're not going to be followed, that isn't going to get broken into or tracked, and find a good spot to lay low before we go making more attention and go running into any more, people with cards.
Got a spot to lay low, but I wouldn't call it the most secure, but people probably wouldn't break in.
Well, it's gonna have to be, it's gonna be better than my apartment.
Okay.
It's very cozy for me, at least, but I don't think that I'm gonna be very safe there either.
Well, hey, you guys follow me back. It's kind of my bat cave.
That's sounds wonderful.
So I will lead them back to my lair that you now see. I do live under the bridge where the summoning happened. There is still piles of junk that make up most of the four walls of a house, except now there's a whole trailer home under there too. There's a double wide parked up under the bridge, lights on, it's got power. There's Christmas lights that kind of crisscross out in front of the junkyard. There's some picnic tables and some sort of junkyard rustic charm even to this property that's, even though it is tucked away in 3/4 junkyard under the bridge, there's something homey about it.
You will be at this junkyard beneath the bridge here.
Not a lot of people come through here to try to steal my stuff because they figure it's all junk. Because most of it's all junk.
I figured this place was buried in junk a long time ago. I didn't realize you were living in it.
It was buried in junk a long time ago. I carved out a path for myself down here. It's really comfortable under this bridge.
As you get to the junkyard to lay low, that is where we're going to take our break. You've avoided your pursuit, had your lab broken into, and now you're trying to figure out what's going on. So we will continue this journey after our break. So thank you, everybody. Stay fresh, and we'll be right back.
Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Play City of Mist. I'm still Johanan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. That's our podcast where we podcast, but this is our box where we box, and I'll be reprising my role as Box Guy.
It got to her turn to introduce herself, and she dropped out completely. Oh boy!
I guess I'll
ahead.
go for her then. I'm Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO, and I am playing your precarious 10-year-old little girl who knows things and stuff.
Sorry, I'm reading Vampire Bite's character here.
Vamp's character's so fucking cool.
That is cool.
Character's so cool. Holy shit, that character's fucking cool.
A human hitman who is channeling the character from Assassin's Creed? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It does work.
Attack.
It does work.
Attack, stealth, murder, kill build.
Because you don't have to be
very strong aggression build.
You don't have to be a mythological being or a historical person. You could be a fictional character like Frankenstein. So that completely includes the character from Assassin's Creed. So that's one of the cool things about City of Mist. You can literally make anything. Very cool.
Mythos could be Cookie Monster.
Concepts.
Oh man, Mythos Cookie Monster. After what I told you today about Cookie Monster, that'd be great. Cookie Monster's eyes are on top of his head, which makes him an ambush predator.
And like I just said, you could also be abstract concepts too, really.
Yeah, you can be time. You can be FOMO.
Apocalypse.
Meat.
You can be the concept of meat. Yeah, you could be whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe I've seen somebody play the concept of meat. That's why I said
That's a good one.
Yep.
Aaron is Aaron Von. Yay!
It's me, Aaron Dippity Doo, Ellen Catch. That's who I'm playing. That's all I got.
It's all good. Yeah, we were kind of riffing.
So many Y's in your username, but one less than there used to be.
That's true. It's just Aaron Dippity, like serendipity, but what Aaron Dippity do?
Aaron
WWED.
Dippity doo dah, dippity day.
Wait.
We open back up. You are in a junkyard underneath the bridge of the city. And yeah, you're trying to lay low, I believe.
Yes, we're trying. We eventually, I think we want to figure out who these card guys are and what they're up to and behind. But yeah, we also realize they're coming for Aaron's character, and they may be coming for the rest of us. They saw us all together, so maybe we don't just walk right into their lair. Maybe we lay low for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe we try to get them off our trail. I'm not sure. I think we're spitballing, but we do have a safe place now. We have a base of operations.
Yeah, you didn't see anyone on your way over here. You didn't have any trouble. You got here. Your place doesn't look broken into, so that's good.
I forgot to tell you guys they tried to follow me last night too, but I got pulled over on the way, and I lost my tail, so they don't know where I'm going back to yet.
Hey. Well, do you have space for a couple more of us?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
all the
know.
space in the world. People just get rid of mattresses when they're still half fine. You know, there'll be one half of the mattress ruined and the other half is totally good. So I'll just sleep on the good half until it's worn down and then get rid of it. But yeah, there's mattresses. There's so many mattresses.
On a
Just
scale
pick one.
of 1 to
Old
10, how
couches.
good does it smell here?
It probably, I would think, mostly smells like seawater and rust.
Okay.
Because it's under the bridge and it's ocean adjacent, so there's kind of just this loud humming of traffic overhead constantly. It's not enough to deafen you, but it's enough that, you know, you could probably scream down here and no one would hear you because of just the cars overhead. And then with the waves breaking, adding in the ocean noise, plus all the mist, just the smell of salt water. And then most of the things that are here within the close area are made of like rusted, corroded steel, or, you know, some partially mildewed wooden objects. But it's not like trashy. It's not gross and sticky and gooey. This is more junkyardy, more steel. I would eat all the sticky, gooey stuff. Keep that for myself.
As Emmy and Els are talking, Max is kind of just standing outside of the trailer, kind of staring at the bridge where their clubhouse was, kind of, you know, where it all happened. She's just really quiet, just kind of staring at that place.
At the what?
Where the clubhouse was under the bridge where it all first happened.
Yeah, it's not too far away. You might be able to see it from here.
She's at least staring at that direction.
Oh yeah, the clubhouse would have been right here.
Okay, so you built on top of it?
It's been expanded on. And that same courtyard that was once our clubhouse courtyard is now the one that we're sitting in. But where the clubhouse was is a full-size, double-wide trailer, and that's the house now.
Well, Max is being very quiet, kind of has a faraway look on her face.
Hey,
Yeah, there's really no password to get in anymore. Now it's just my house, so you can just go in. You don't have to have the secret code or anything. You really don't need a key. The lock didn't really work when they dropped it here, and I never got a new door.
Max kind of just, without a word, just kind of...
Okay, well,
Oh.
so it's a start. Why don't we try to get, can we get the three of us, go back up to my apartment, gather some things and come back down and stash here, lay low here for a while?
Sure. We can lay low here. Maybe I should run those license plates from that car that tried to follow me last night, see if I can get a lead while you guys are packing up your stuff. Let me make a few phone calls and see if I can get a name.
If you don't mind if I drive, Tim, maybe you could do that on the road. I'm worried that someone might be waiting for us there. If they're if they're trailing you and they're breaking into my lab, then they're gonna find me one way or another.
Well, if they're waiting for us at your place, then they're gonna have to see my ugly side, and I'm not sure they're gonna be interested in seeing my ugly side.
Well, that's part of the reason I want you to come along, because your ugly side is, looks a lot better in the light than maybe you'd think so. But really, I would feel much better if you came along.
Cool, let me grab something. I go over to my car, and I reach up around my rear view mirror, and you know those troll dolls we had growing up that were like the little flesh-colored dolls with the big, colorful hair?
Yeah.
I have a fresh out the box brand one of those that instead has a big, colorful beard. And I've had that since I was a kid. That's my good luck charm that I've always carried. So I grab my good luck charm off the rear view mirror, stash it in my pocket, and jump in Ellen's car.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with something in chat. What was your trinket?
It is. You're familiar with the '90s troll dolls, right? With the
yeah. I had
it's like that,
my
except
share.
it's a fresh out the box brand, and it has a big beard instead of all the hair.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because they don't pay us for product placement, so it's not a troll doll; it's a gremlin beard.
We're gremlins? Okay. I mean, fair. Absolutely. Patrick Tisdale. Okay. Is that... Alright. Yeah, you're able to go. So you want to, now that you're here, and see that it's safe. All you want to do is establish this was a safe haven. And now you want to go to your apartment, get stuff, and come back.
Yes,
Yep,
and we're
pretty much.
worried that we might get ambushed when we get there.
Is there a way for us to a power tag for this? Make this a tag for our group. The clubhouse.
Oh, like a haven?
Used for that?
Yeah, it's possible. So that happens if you level up your crew card, and then you can add like safe haven, junkyard. Yeah.
We actually have 2 attention marked on our crew card already, so we're close.
Yeah, you guys did that. You might be able to hit it during the Geeking Out and credits tonight, actually. Okay, Eric, I gotta ask, why Patrick Tisdale? I googled it, and it's a real person, but, like, they're not famous. It's just a random name. I was just making sure you weren't making me name a cop after, like, a famous, like, serial killer or something. I don't know.
was going to say, it sounds like someone from Stephen King. Like a character from Stephen King.
Maybe.
It does have a weird familiarity to it.
It does, and it's weird, and I like
it's
it.
just a really good pulled out of his ass name.
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cop from a TV show called Donovan and Sims, whose name is Patrick Tisdale. Is that where it's from?
Yep, there you go.
That's just really... I love asking the chat for stuff. Oh, I don't know, just pulled it out. Okay, it's funny. I found the only fictional character with that name is a cop, so you did it right somehow.
Nice.
I do like it.
Incredible.
You arrive at the apartment complex. I imagine it as one of those non-gated ones where it's just like a cluster of apartments with, like, you know, the metal stairs going up, but like it just straight to the street. There's like that little grass area, and then sidewalk and then street.
No, Jahan, Patrick Tisdale is the actor who played police officer number 4 in that show.
Okay.
He did better than guess the character's name. He guessed an actor's name that played a police officer one time in an obscure
Give an
series.
extra.
Oh, wow, Alex, thank you so much for the sub. We appreciate that. That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Oh man, great to have you on board, Alex. I'm sorry, you gave us a great name, Eric, and we
Wonder what else
appreciate it.
Patrick Tisdale has been in.
This is a fun rabbit hole. So you get to the apartment complex. There's your apartment. It's right up those stairs. It's about, at this point, probably closer to 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I make it pretty quick. I just want to stuff up some clothes. Did I lose you?
No, we're sorry.
Clothes. I grab clothes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I grab clothes and I grab actually like some bedding and blankets.
Clothes and bedding, blankets. Okay.
Pillows, and once I get that like down in the car, I go back for some more like personal effects and toiletries and nothing really of note except for when I'm going through my room, I do come across like an old photo that I've kept of like the 4 of us when we were kids.
Okay.
Like a little photo.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Find
I
it,
like that.
and then, yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm actually gonna fold it in half and slip it like inside my phone case.
All
So
right.
that one I know where it's at. So I feel like I just need to keep that close right now, and then I check in with Max. Max, is there anything here that you want to grab or that you think we might need? And we can swing by the store on our way. Should we?
Yeah, it's not a
Max-
Like
problem.
I promised.
Max looks over at Elle and goes, and just kind of shrugs like, I don't really have anything anymore.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, let's go. I don't want to waste too much time. And
Troll Boy, Tim. I mean, you're just sitting in the car. You notice somebody watching the apartment. You notice one of these card-carrying thugs sitting in a car.
Oh, yes. All right. I'll put my phone down long enough to get off Reddit for a second on the City of Mist Reddit. And I'll get up and walk over to that car and knock on the window.
Now roll it down. Can I help you, buddy?
Yes, I think so. I'm trying to figure out what are these cards all about.
He does have one tucked into his hat.
Like, if I want to put a card in my hat, I feel like you guys are going to beat me up because I didn't earn the right to put a card in my hat. But I would like to put a card in my hat, so how do I put a card in my hat?
Are you asking in earnest? Like, do you want to, like, pretend like you're joining up, or...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, is pretending like I'm interested in initiation. That's exactly
Do a convince check.
That's, in my mind, I think that's probably the best way to get information from a gang member, is to feign interest. You said convince check. Let's see. I would like to use one of my power tags on this one. On my Mythos side, I'm going to use this to try to just get the information and get away. And the tag I'd like to use is Overwhelming Stench. It's not working against me this time. In fact, it's going to work in my favor. I stink so bad he wants me to go away.
Is that the only tag you're going to use?
Yep, that's
All
it.
right. Yeah, I'll let you use it.
I've rolled a 12, which is a
Alright.
great success.
Yeah, man. If you want to be a card-carrying member of our crew, yeah, you're going to have to go through some initiation. Are you interested?
Yeah, where's the initiation at? I've got work in the morning, but, I could probably make it afterwards.
You're not going to be able to make that work in the morning, pal. I'll tell you that much.
Well, maybe I could, maybe we could do like a 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I could come by. I could request time off, put in for 8 hours of personal time off.
Look, buddy, you either want in or you don't.
Yeah, no, I do. I do. One in. I just also have other commitments that I think, you know, I'm a toll road supervisor. You know what I mean? I can get people in and off the island.
Oh, you're a toll road. Oh, that's yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah,
and he'll like
have to.
You'll see
keep the job.
You'll see the mud. You'll see the mud in
guys
his
are gonna
brain stirring around as he contemplates this.
It's gonna be like your job to use. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be my job anymore. It's gonna be yours. Yeah, I'm just the tool. You know, I just want a card in my hat. I think it would look really cool.
Oh yeah, man. Maybe I can introduce you to somebody down there. I don't know if the boss man will spend the time on it, but maybe my boss.
This is make or break for me. I plan on wearing fingerless gloves. Are fingerless gloves allowed in this card society or no? Because if the answer is no,
yeah.
I don't. Okay. You sound like my kind of guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fingerless gloves. I mean, you know, it makes it easier to play the cards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I sure do.
All right, so yeah, whenever you're ready here, go ahead. He'll give you an address.
Perfect.
Go ahead and meet us here. Tell him, oh man, Ernie. Tell him Ernie sent you. Hopefully I'll be there, you know. But since you don't know your schedule, you know,
Well, I know my schedule. I just, you know, that's the thing is I don't want it to interfere.
Bring a deck of cards.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring a deck of cards. Got it.
All right.
Bring a deck of cards to this address, and I'll meet Ernie. Bernie.
Ernie.
Yes.
I'm Ernie.
Okay.
If I'm not there, you can ask for Miss White.
Okay. Bernie or Wright?
White.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. But yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Hey, yeah, but you gotta get out of here. I'm doing something.
Oh, what are you doing? Can I help?
Nah, man. You gotta skedaddle.
Look, if I help on this one, maybe I could just skip the initiation altogether, and I could help you out.
Nah, my order's pretty clear on this one, pal.
Well, like look around from here.
I'm just supposed to watch I'm just supposed to watch this apartment, see if this girl comes back. You know, I don't know why, but they're just interested in her comings and goings.
I'm gonna stand just square shoulders right in front of the passenger window and pull out my phone and text you guys and be like, this guy is casing your place, sneak out, get in the car, meet me 1 block over. And I'm gonna just keep trying to stall this guy. So now y'all are on a timer to try to get out of there.
I mean, they're 12. Yeah, this guy trusts you.
I'm gonna talk about all sorts of things. You know, did you grow up here? You know, where's your family from originally? Like, do you like living here? Do you want to go back to where you're from? Like, you have kids? You know, do they stay here too, or do you have them staying back home? Like,
Sports teams.
Yeah, just I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, he'll answer a lot of questions.
Just killing him with kindness. That's what's going on here. Is the camera is just watching me talk to this guy from inside the car. And you guys just sneak by in the back, get in, reverse, and drive off, no problem.
We're Scooby doing it.
Yep.
All right, man. Yeah. So make sure. Yeah, I really gotta watch now, though.
Yeah, let me get out of here. This Italian place around the corner has a really good cheesecake.
Oh man, for real?
Oh yeah, for real. It's one of those ones that's like 5 or 6 inches tall.
Maybe I'll order DoorDash.
Yes, my man.
You wouldn't think they'd bring it to a car parked on the side of the street, but they
will bring it to a car
They will.
parked on the side of the street.
They will. I'll never let my family do that job. It's dangerous. Yeah.
You
but
believe there used to be a world before DoorDash and people just didn't have that as a choice? It's so crazy. As long as food's been around and no one said, here, bring it to me over here.
Like, I'm gonna sit here on a stakeout without cheesecake, you know. You'll see. He'll start ordering DoorDash. But yeah, and I assume you leave, right?
I do.
It's good stuff. His card, he'll be the three of spades. In case you care.
I'll walk around the corner, meet you guys at the car, and immediately hand the address. Boop. Hey, I talked to Ernie, and he said that this is where you go to get initiated. He had a little 3 in his hat. He was keeping an eye on your place.
Oh no! There's shoes.
Out.
Can I also point out that we're playing into our weakness tag really well? We keep losing each other.
Yeah, splitting the party.
So you guys had that split in the party tag, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep doing it. Yeah, it's funny.
We can't help it.
Okay, so...
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Do we get attention for that? Playing into our weaknesses?
Only when it, affects a roll.
So, now we have an address. This is probably the warehouse that Maxine saw. That puts us back in square one. I'm fine going down there, looking around, trying to figure out what's what. But if they're trying to capture you, we're just bringing you right to them.
Point of fact, he said his job was to observe.
Yes, his job's to observe.
Yeah.
But that's the guy who calls it in for the squad to come pick up, hopefully.
Potentially.
Potentially, right? No, I mean, not for sure, but that's the guy who makes a call. And what happens when they make a call, we don't know.
You said you're supposed to meet a Miss White?
Yeah, he said if he's not there, then meet Ms. White. Right. Maybe it's Mrs. Wright. And maybe his name was Bernie.
Okay, Tim, thanks. Okay.
Actually, I'm changing his name from Ernie to Paulie Pierogi.
That's a really good name.
Thank you, Alex.
Nice
Is my name for the name Paulie Pierogi. He'll be the reoccurring thug that likes Gary's character.
I'm liking Paulie Pierogi. He just gained 200 pounds in my mental image.
Yeah, he was in good shape, but he ordered that cheesecake.
Yeah, and now he's like Bobby Fats. He went from being a regular guy to being Bobby Fats.
I like Bobby Fats. That's a good name too. What are you saying, Aaron? It looks like you're live again.
I'm alive. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was just confirming the information that Tim was sharing with us. I am still worried about checking it out. However, we're going to need to because Max, you keep talking about this timeline, this schedule. What does it lead to? What do we have to be on time for? Do you know? Or can you tell me?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Max kind of looks up and kind of scratches her chin, goes, can't just now, but something big. Really big. Real big.
Like a Texas-sized jawbreaker?
Bigger.
Like Comic Palooza?
Oh, even bigger than that.
Like Christmas?
Christmas times 100.
I am looking forward to that!
Yeah.
The bad Christmas. Bad Christmas. German Christmas.
I would say if they cancel Christmas forever. Or ever.
Well, I don't like that at all. That's sort of the opposite of what you led me to believe a moment ago. This seems horrible. This seems way worse than 100 Christmases.
Oh no.
We should probably find out before it happens, so we know what we can do about it, if anything.
Yeah, let's
And
save
with
Christmas.
this Miss White, let's let's save Christmas. If this Miss White knows something, we're gonna want to find out what that is. Even if that means that I'm in danger, and maybe this whole thing.
Now, this Miss White is probably this lady in the white trench coat that we saw last night that walked us out.
What am I, a hack? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's definitely her.
But I just don't know, as a toll road supervisor, I don't know if I should go in there and kick her ass. I could go to jail for that. I could do it. You know what I mean? It's not like I just couldn't kick somebody's ass. Of course I could. But I just don't know if that's what I want to do. Because I do have work in the morning.
Ass kicking would probably be not advised right now. Right now, what we're supposed to be doing is find out the I, when, and where for the ass kicking.
All right.
No, I don't want to. I don't want you to have to kick anybody's ass, Tim. I just want to.
Tim's gonna
know
kick some
what's-
ass, but just not right now.
Sure. I mostly want to know what's going on. What we're coming up against, and what the hell is even going on.
All right. So maybe we go in there, and I still act like I'm trying to join, and you guys snoop around and see what you can figure out. That way, I don't have to kick anybody's ass, and I don't have to get caught because I'm not good at sneaking around.
You're really a friendly guy, and I'm pretty sure you could, like the other guy,
Hey,
talk
thanks.
him into, something, and we could, sneak up behind.
Maxine, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. That's a nice compliment.
I would, so I am going to poke a hole in this plan because I feel like it's somewhat apparent. That goon didn't know who you were, but Miss White does. I'll point that out. I'll just poke that just because, I feel like you would realize that. You know what I mean? I know it's when you're talking in the abstract, those things slip by, but
They do, because I also had just imagined in my head that she would be upstairs in the office. But yeah, I mean,
She
if
could
you walk
be,
in and,
but as
yeah,
soon-
if you walk in and
just-
she's right there at the table, I'm.
if she sees you, she'll remember who you are. Yeah.
If she sees us, she sees me. We're made. Okay.
I mean, you have any, maybe some sunglasses, a hat, maybe a hoodie?
They do all wear hats. Maybe if I could have a hat just clever enough, someone who I just saw yesterday wouldn't be able to recognize me by looking me directly in my face.
Out of character, does Timmy wear a hat? I mean, have a beard?
I think for sure he has a beard. Yeah, and I
Shave the
also
beard.
I wear a denim cut-off vest that used to be my denim jacket when I was younger. It stopped fitting at some point, so I had to cut the sleeves off of it. And I also wear blue jeans and an old black, heavy metal t-shirt. But right now the sleeves are rolled up because I might have to kick some.
What if you shaved your beard and wear a hat and sunglasses?
That might work.
Worth a shot.
It is worth a shot. Going undercover.
I'm gonna look at your character sheet real quick. Just gonna make sure you don't have unshavable beard or something as one of your things.
Nope, I don't have unshavable beard. The only power I have that might interact with that would be my regenerative troll blood. Yeah.
Shaving it off and it just grows back.
Mm-hmm.
How fast would it grow back if it's a beard?
I'll say it does grow back fast, but it'll work. I'm okay with it.
Maybe the next day it just grows back.
Mm-hmm.
24-hour limit on it.
Like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
This would be a funny time to be like Samson from the Bible or something. You lose all your powers.
Yeah, it would.
I burned my power card. Power of Samson.
In real life, I would never fucking shave my beard. Not for a job, not for an undercover job, not for fucking anything. But this is a tabletop role-playing game, so, yeah. Tim shaves his beard with, you know...
It'll be back in like a day or two, so it's not a big deal.
It's a good idea. I'll shave my beard, throw on a hat.
Oh.
Alright, what kind of hat you go with? Fedora,
yeah, I'm in the
bowler.
junkyard looking for a hat. It's a white cowboy hat.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Before you say that, I got an idea. What if Max, like, digs around in the trash and pulls out a hat that says, I ate all the sushi at insert name
Hell
here.
yeah. So I turn around and I've got a colander on my head, and you guys are like, that's not a fucking hat. And then Max hands me this, I ate all the sushi at Sushi Shiga, and they went out of business. Baseball cap. Shout out to Sushi Shiga! Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Who, what?
Sushi Shiga, that was the restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant, okay.
Yeah, the one that I ripped.
Why, why did they spell it wrong?
Who did spelled the what?
Vampire Bites put it in the chat, but spelt it
Oh.
like the Native American tribe of the Sioux. And I was like, did you say something about? I was like, what happened? Okay, now I see it. Now I'm on the same page. All right, you put on your disguise, Gary, and all three of you go.
Yes.
Yes, I want to say that I actually I want to go online and do some research the time that he's putting on his makeup or not makeup but his disguise. I wanted to like throw the address in on like Google Maps, you know, put a satellite, see if I can get on satellite imagery and just like stalk it like digitally as much as I can while he's prepping because I do my homework.
No,
I'm
yeah,
doing that now before we go in.
I like it. Doing your homework, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier roleplay. Yeah, I'll give you. So it's a large shipping warehouse that actually has ship access in the dock district. It's not terribly far from you, but it is closer to downtown than by a good amount. Closer to like the central shipping lanes, but it's not in the central shipping lane. It's not designed for large cargo ships. It's designed for smaller ships, like about the size of your research vessel, kind of size, maybe a little bigger. Mid-tier yacht, not giant yacht. And yeah, it has a fence going around it. You can get pretty close without going through any security checkpoints. It's not like the most secure location on Earth or anything. But yeah, there's water access and there's road access. There is no plane or train or anything like that access. There are lots of other warehouses in the area. It's not by itself. There's one like directly next door that they like kind of like just a fence separates them, so it's not like it's in its own place. One of the warehouses I'll say is a fishmonger warehouse processing facility. So yeah, there's a fish processing plant adjacent to it. There, I said it better. And that's most of the information you can garner from internet and you could also, so it is I guess this is pretty noteworthy. Man, I didn't have a name picked out yet, but it is a company that imports tea. So it was a tea imports business.
Bronston and Sons.
Imported teabaggers.
There you go. It's not important. we can move on. Because I was gonna have it.
The Teabaggery. It's just called the Teabaggery.
The Teabaggery. We'll call it the Teabaggery in lieu of me having a name picked out. It didn't occur to me that I should until just now, and I was like, shit. I actually want to have a good name for this place. But you guys, yep, that's what you find out. They sell tea, or they import tea. So they also have distribution, that kind of thing going on.
I just share as this information comes to me in my research. I share it with the others as we pass, during this sort of downtime montage moment.
Looks like it's time to dot our I's and cross our T's. And I put on black face paint and a red bandana. And then put my hat on.
That might have been the absolute height of comedy, my friend. That was top tier.
Thank you.
That was good. Across the teeth. God damn it.
Max is going to look up at Els and then looks over at Timmy and looks back at Els and goes, "It really hasn't changed since back in the day, hasn't he?"
No, not a whole lot. He just found a way to make a living with it.
Fair. Max is gonna look down at the phone or printout or whatever at Els stuff. Is there like a side door, a back door, or anything?
You don't have schematics or anything.
Okay.
You just have a literal top-down Google Maps printout. I mean Bing.
That's right.
We use Bing in this house.
Yeah, we do.
Dang.
Bing, the other search engine. The other search engine.
Bing, the search engine you use when you don't care if you get answers. Bing.
I don't need to Google this, but I feel like it's true. I feel like probably Pornhub gets more search traffic than Bing. I feel like it's probably Google first, and then porn websites before Bing.
Ask Jeeves.
The other.
I missed Ask Jeeves.
Other search engine.
It always made looking for porn kind of awkward. Because I was like, hey, Butler.
Hey, Jeeves.
Fetch me some
Fetch
pornography.
Me the tea-baggery.
There you go. But yeah, so you have done your preparations. You have your printout from Bing. And you, would like to, I assume, go to the dock district. You're all together. And in Gary's car? Or Aaron's car?
Yeah. This is a tricky question. They followed me yesterday, so we should probably take yours.
I was gonna say also you have a Mustang, right? It's only a 2-seater.
Well, no, you can lean the seat forward and fit half a person in the back.
Yeah, Max is like barely enough to sit in the front in the first place. I think we're gonna go in my car.
He's 10-ish. You can squeeze her back there. She's like the size of a backpack.
No.
Our chat's just exploding.
I don't want to. Max kind of peep. Looks over at Timmy. Goes. We did just. Well, at least I did just see. Red on the asphalt.
Oh.
Well, that's promising.
I'm just enjoying all the search engines.
I'm saying, like, remember that the accident, back in the 80s and everything. I'm gonna say to Max, it was just maybe last week. To y'all, it's been like years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When you say you see red on the asphalt, I slowly put my seatbelt on.
Click. So you are in Aaron's car.
Yes.
In Ellen's car.
Ellen's car.
Okay, well, as you all know, this does just transition the scene. We are now new scene.
New scene.
You're in the dock district. The sun is setting. The sky is aflame in the orange glow of the setting sun. The mist clings to this area of the city. You park your car down the street, and you can see there's a truck out front of this place with with no sort of identifying marks. It's like a small moving truck, one that you might rent if you didn't have too much stuff. It's not the biggest. Two guys sitting in it, tracksuits, hats, cards. You see a couple guys walking around inside the fence as well.
This is the place.
Max is gonna go. I think. Seriously, like, they all like shop at the same place. I bet they get a great deal in bulk.
Yeah, they get a group discount.
I should have bought a
They must,
tracksuit.
yeah.
Can't believe I didn't go to get fucking tracksuit pants. I'm gonna look so stupid in there in my denim jacket, and my fucking blue jeans. Everyone's wearing a tracksuit. I'm looking like an idiot.
It's okay, they'll give you a
Hey,
Hey,
no,
tracksuit.
it's your first day. It's your first day. You get a first day pass.
Maybe they'll assign one to you afterwards. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
right. They're
you-
gonna be like, hey, look at this guy in his jeans the whole time.
That's such a strange concern. Yeah, Canadian tuxedo is the best outfit, Corbinian. That's from a genuine Canadian.
Yeah, it is.
That's a.
I like this one. So this is just American Gods, but with Gary.
Yeah, as American Gods with Gary. Yep.
Mhm.
The mythoses have been sort of light so far. We haven't delved into too much. But yeah, Gary, there's the place. What's
Yeah,
your plan?
I'm gonna go ahead and get out the car, and I'm gonna walk up. You guys got it from here. You guys got it figured out. You know what you're gonna do. Let me tough guy it up.
What's y'all's plan?
Max is gonna look over at Else. Anything about maybe like looking on the sides and the back? Maybe there just should be, at least in these warehouses, a side door, a back way.
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah,
gonna try and
let's look for
sneak
that.
in?
we're gonna try and sneak around. Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll open up with Gary. Gary,
I'm gonna just walk up. Bernie, my man, from the outside, just bellowing so the guards on patrol hear me, see me.
Paulie Pierogi.
That's right. His name was changed. He's Paulie Pierogi now.
But that guy is also still on watching the apartment.
Paulie Pierogi, my man! I shout at the front gate.
One of the guys, can I help you, man?
Yeah, I met up with Paulie earlier. He told me to come here to try out, to audition to see if I was gonna make it to the big stage, and I give him a wink. And he said if he's not here to ask for Mrs. White.
He'll look at you, and he'll sort of narrow his eyes and look at the guy in the truck. Well, I'm sure you don't mind if I give Paulie a call then.
Not at all. Ask him, how's the cheesecake?
The guy just straight befuddlement. The guy just what? What? All right, and he'll call him up. Hey, Paulie, got this clown here at the gate trying to get in, talk to Miss White. You know anything about this? And you'll hear, so blah 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 blah. He asked, "How's the cheesecake?" Okay. All right. He'll hang up the phone. Cheesecake was good. He thanks you. Sounds like you're all good here, pal. Yeah. Just head straight on in through that door, and he'll point to a door adjacent to a closed garage door, a roll-up door. And he'll point you that
door
way.
is going to be big enough for my muscles. I might have to go in the big garage door.
I think you'll be okay, pal. And he'll open the gate for you. Just head on in. Her office is at the top of the stairs.
All right, thanks, Ernie.
How'd you know my name was Ernie?
It was going to be the last guy's name, but he didn't use it, so it got recycled.
He just looks confused. The two of you that are trying to sneak. What's your plan of attack here? And who's making the stealth roll? Oh, Aaron froze as soon as I asked her a question. That's pretty funny. Let me look what y'all got going here. What's it called? Called Sneak Around. Sneak Around is the role that we're going to be looking at here. Either you or Aaron can be the primary on making the role.
I don't have any particular benefits. I don't have any particular benefit to sneaking around, so
I have might have two. I don't know if as long as Gary lets me
take point.
Okay, I was gonna say
You're smaller, you can
I actually use my I'm actually gonna use my mythos. I have a mythos called Creating Possibilities. So I'm gonna create a possibility of us sneaking in, and I also have one from my mission called My Friends, and else is my friend.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can so add those two tags and go ahead and make a sneak around roll.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
And I use a juice to up that to a 10.
So you can use that to create a story tag that you could have potentially added onto that. That would. Okay. So what kind of story tag you want to make? You can do like thick mist, like maybe the mist was thicker when you guys snuck in, or distracting flock of birds, or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that tag exists now is the only thing.
I got one. Luck.
Luck. Okay. Luck.
Luck. Dumb luck.
Yeah, we'll drop the juice down. I'm okay with it being used this way because it's coming from the chat. Change your juice to 8. Boom. Alright. So you slip through the fence. You walk right past somebody. But like they were looking up just by chance. And you were able to get past the guards and get... You said a side door? Or there's also a like a walkway with a ladder up above that leads to like the roof of one of the like shorter sections of this building.
I'm gonna say Max. While Max is taking point, Els will probably point out if there's a ladder or the side door that you should go through.
So you can pick Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, so I want to be higher up in my mind, and I say this to Max. We're looking for the warehouse office. I can't imagine that her stuff would be anywhere else. You said there's like the walkways. Is there like the catwalk kind of thing?
There's a catwalk on the side of the building. It has multiple doors, but it ends on the roof of a one-story building that is a part of the warehouse.
Okay, I see.
Not sure if maybe a maintenance building. Maybe that's where they keep like machinery, repair stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we're gonna head to that catwalk spot up there. Mm-hmm.
Hit the catwalk.
Why? Keon. Got a new name of a NPC. Harohak Nonagismus. Non-ageismus. You didn't even come up with that?
Harohak non-ageist. Non-ageist?
Non-ageismus.
Non-ageist.
I'm not even gonna try.
Non-ageismus. No ageismus.
I'll add that.
Non-ageismus.
The next character who is not already named, pronounced Harohak. Damn it!
Non-gessimus, he says.
Non-gessimus. Harohak non-gessimus. Alright.
The mythos expands.
Oh boy. Sometimes the chat's fire, dog. Alright, so you climb up on this catwalk. And up there, a woman's having a baby. His name is Haro Hanabskin. You're on top of the catwalk, and you can kind of see in like the windows up here. When you look into the warehouse, there's tall shelves full of wooden crates. They're stamped with all kinds of different markings. You can see Chinese, you can see British crates, you can see all different origins for these crates. And you can also see into an office that's on top of the stairs that has like an open roof. There's no roof to this office. It just opens to the rest of the warehouse. And that's you can see Miss White sitting there at her desk talking to somebody in her office with her twin braids of also white hair going down her back.
Just a little bit of that
quick.
you said we can see into.
I was waiting for. There you are. Yeah, so you can see into her office. She's sitting there talking to one of the goons.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Really quick, my character is Chinese American. Can she read the crates in Chinese?
Yeah, if your character speaks Chinese, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What
does it say?
You see, it's a lot of it is just tea, like different kinds of tea labeling. But you can see that it comes from all over China. You see different marks indicating different provinces and parts of China. And you can also make the distinction that there are other Asian languages stamped on these boxes as well.
Is any of the crates open?
Yeah, some of them are open. You see on the ground floor, you can see men opening the crates, unpacking the tea, and they're sorting the contents of the box. Some of it's going here on like shelves. Some of it's going somewhere else.
Does anything look sus, like black tar heroin or something like that?
You don't see any indication of drugs, no. But they are definitely taking something out of these boxes that you're not sure. It's not consistent. Every now and again, they pull a box and they take it to a different area.
Max is going to kind of tug on Elle's sleeve. Goes, hey, looks like they're taking some of those boxes somewhere else.
Yeah, they are. Let's see if we can get a better look. You said that this goes on the roof to like a building that's a sort of a part of the warehouse.
It goes on to the roof of a one-story building. That roof also goes to different parts of this building. You can also continue to climb up to the roof of this building. If
Let's
you
see that.
so desire.
Yeah.
You guys climb ever higher. I'll just say the situation tag of extreme height is now in play, in case it comes up. But yeah, you'll get to the roof. There is no one up here. There's not like a guard on the roof or anything. It has there's a lot of like AC units, pipes, exhaust vents. This place seems mostly up to code. It doesn't seem like a rundown kind of place. And you can kind of see there is a window overlooking the bay area where the ships come in. So you kind of look down, but you can also kind of see like around the warehouse a little bit. A lot of people down there. You guys are on the roof and you see Gary enter the warehouse.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to go upstairs and talk to Miss White. That's what that guy said.
You're supposed to. The guy will point you to the stairs at the towards the back area.
Oh. And I'll head that way.
Hey, don't get lost now, buddy.
Okay.
He'll just kind of shout that at you. He doesn't follow you or anything. They're not particularly concerned. There's lots of people around. Like if you were like trying to rob them or something, like they'd be like,
Everybody have,
okay,
the They're all wearing tracksuits and they have cards in their
A
heads.
lot of them are wearing tracksuits and have cards. The people working do not. The people working just wearing regular clothes. All different walks of life. Just seem kind of like normal people.
Are they like wearing like jumpsuits or just like regular clothes?
The people working?
Yeah.
They don't. They have
Uniform?
jumpsuits, like worker uniforms. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, they do have one-piece jumpsuits. Some of them have them like the top part down. They're wearing like undershirts. They are working hard. They're sweating. A lot of them seem to be working an actual job. They're loading up a truck right now full of tea.
So it's organized and a somewhat, at least, public-facing, legit business then, since they're all wearing uniforms.
Yeah, it's by all. There's no indication that anything illegal is going on at all on the surface. Yeah.
All right, I'll bebop on upstairs.
Okay, you're just gonna go right up there.
Yeah, I bebop up. I don't just walk up the stairs. There's a little bit of extra umph in my step, a little bit of pep in my step. You know what I mean? More bebop and less walking.
No one's stopping. No one's like guarding her office. But you walk up. One of the goons. He has like his tracksuit, like his shirt's open. He's just kind of like laying there chilling. Seems relaxed. So it seems like this person, Miss White, has some sort of rapport with her people. They're not like uptight around her. Worth noting, I guess. And she is like standing up, hands on desk, like looking at some paperwork. Like, so everything's on schedule. He's like, yes, nothing to report, ma'am. You have my what's the word? Records. You have my records there. Everything seems on the up and up. We're all good. She's like, good. She'll look up and see you. And she'll narrow her eyes. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this Mrs. White's office?
It is. And
Polly-
you're
Polly Pierogi sent me here.
Polly Pierogi. You don't say.
I told him I wanted to be a card guy. I've been seeing people around the town walking around with these cool cards stuck in their hats, and I figured if I just put one in my hat, you guys would throw me a beat down.
Oh yeah,
I'd
you're wearing
like
a
to
disguise.
earn-
I forgot.
I'd like to earn a card in my hat.
Son of a bitch. All right, give me a convince check. I forgot. I was confused. I was like, why are you just walking up there? She's gonna recognize you. And now I'm like, oh yeah, the disguise. Right. Give me a convince check. Use what you will. Let me see. What do you got here? I feel like you got a couple that might work.
Man, I'm not sure. I really think the best one I have again is just my overwhelming stench that just makes people want me to just go away.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like a weakness. Oh no, you have the power too. You have both. Okay. Overwhelming stench. Okay, you make people not want you around, so they kind of want to rush.
Yeah, they don't want me to stick around forever, and just rush the conversation. Maybe I'll miss some information for
in
it.
this instance, right? I would say a better tag to use would be "Get behind me," because you're a big guy, and they're looking for big guys.
That's not a bad one.
See what I'm saying?
Clobbering Time. Yeah, it's Clobbering Time's a pretty good one.
And then I'll give you a bonus one for the tag that you have, Disguise.
Okay.
The story tag that y'all like created. I probably should have made you spin a juice, but it's fine.
And then Convince.
We're all still learning. Damn, what?
14!
All right, so 10's a success. So, Gary rolled a 12 and a 14. I think those are your only two rolls this game so far. Wow.
You're making my rolls in our modern age games.
No, don't forget my very first roll was like a 5 when I tried to outrun those people and immediately got pulled over by the police.
I got 2 GM power-ups. Sitting here. Probably gonna have to use them next session. But, she'll, you know what? She's gonna walk up to you. She's small. But she's gonna get, like, real close to you. She's gonna, like, look up at you. And, like, she doesn't seem intimidated by your size at all. Polly, huh? think maybe he's done well. I think that you could find a place in our ranks. Let's get this guy a suit. At that, I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. For tonight's game, you've entered into the den of people who you don't really understand yet. You're not really sure what's going on. But before we go, this game does have a wrap-up thing, a wrap-up feature.
That's right.
Which is why, I'm going to be ending the games a little early every night. We're going to be doing the geek out during the credits. I clicked it in Gary so we can look at it.
Hell yeah.
I don't think you actually have to roll, so I don't know. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know why it's part of the cinematic moves.
It's just so I clicked it, and now the rules for it are in the chat.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's pretty cool, actually. I like it.
Yeah.
So, anyone watching, the Roll20 functionality for this game is highly effective and good. It didn't exist when I first got this game, but now they've done it, and it's fantastic. So, at the end of the session, when the credits roll, we're going to go around the table. Each player can answer one or more of the following questions. And you get rewarded differently for each one. How has the crew grown this session? Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this section? And which of your themes is under the most strain? If it collapses, what new aspect will show up in its place? So, if you're neglecting your job, which no one has really so far, or if maybe you're not collecting enough coins to put under your bridge, your troll stuff might suffer. But yeah, so we'll start with Gary.
So even though it's not under strain, I do think that probably the question that speaks to me the most is which of the themes is under the most strain. Just because being part of this gang is going to make it hard to be a toll road supervisor that shows up to work and does his duties every day. I do think that puts my theme under a little bit of pressure. Just choosing to go down this route puts me in a place where that theme could potentially be lost in the next session or two if we push too far away from it. So that's the one I'm going to answer. And I'm going to follow the advice, which is write the answer under the flip side of that card's theme. So I will flip over routine, and I write it down there at the bottom, flip side.
Awesome. So what do you think is going to replace it?
So losing the toll road job, I think, would actually be sort of a fun twist I didn't plan on. And it wouldn't immediately be replaced by a job necessarily, but could be replaced by this Suits gang, whatever they're called, as a gang card, or it could be an unemployed card that gave me some kind of unemployed job statuses.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, write some of those possibilities down on that card just to remember. But no, good one. Is that the only one that you want to answer?
Yeah, that's the one for this session. I think last session there was a lot of crew growth. But this time, I didn't feel as much crew growth as last time. So, yeah, this is the question I'm going to stick to. Just this one.
Perfectly fine. Aaron?
I have a couple things to say. I would like to actually say that I did notice the crew growth.
Good.
Growth. Yeah, I think that this session gave...
Wait, let's all refresh.
Suspense. Suspense.
This isn't a beer in case the censors are watching. This is a root beer.
So
That's
I
kind
was
of
just
beer.
saying... I was just saying, we have we established a safe house where, kind of have a direction we're going in. We're kind of getting back onto the same page with each other. We had that whole scene where Tim covered for us. We could sneak out of the apartment, which I felt like was one of the first times we've done moves really like that. I thought that was cool. The second thing I wanted to say was I wanted to mention a meaningful character interaction. It's not necessarily one interaction, but sort of Ellen has a little more respect for Tim after this. even though there's kind of this sort of like academic disdain for the way he's chosen to do his thing, there's a lot of this like, there's a lot of respect for, you know, how well he's done it and like just staying true to himself and all that sort of stuff. And
Tim came through.
Yeah, he came through. And you know, these are her friends and these are her people. And I feel like that was really important for Ellen, especially when her life is apparently in danger and she's still trying to come to grips with that.
Yeah. So for both of those, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're all gonna mark an attention on our crew card. That's going to make you guys level up your crew card. So I feel like you guys are already kind of going in this direction. I feel like the best thing to do would be to add the tag Safe Haven Junkyard.
Put junkyard base.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super clubhouse.
Yeah, the clubhouse is cool too. Yeah.
There you go.
Call back to the past. Absolutely. Yeah. So you guys, congratulations, you level up your crew card. You did it.
Nice.
I don't think anyone marked any of their other things enough attention-wise to advance those. The other thing that you're going to gain, Aaron, you're going to write down on your character board card or whatever, next to Gary's character's name, you're going to put 1 hurt harm point. So you can use that in a future scene to aid or to hinder Tim.
Nice.
So yeah, go ahead and make sure you make a note of that. I do actually really like this geeking out thing. It's pretty cool. Mr. Kapow.
Yeah.
Well, first I want to go with how is this crew, you know, in the session, and it's pretty much kind of is playing off of Aaron already said we've established a safe haven and everything. Also, another thing is felt that that's one of the things about this. I love this geeking out thing, but it also does put you on the spot a little bit, you know.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you don't have to say too much.
Okay.
You can just. That's why you only have to answer one.
I would say, you know what? My thing was about the whole, you know, creating a safe haven, and so, at least for Max, she's getting to know her friends now as grown-ups, and especially how she mentioned how some friends changed, some haven't. She's seeing how, you know, Els has changed since the past, but also how me hasn't changed. Really. And the other one would be which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session. I want to say Els actually this for this game, because that a little interaction we had, like Max seeing how Els is writing down the notes and her wanting that little interaction they had, like in their apartment and everything.
No, yeah, that's
Also,
good. That was a good interaction. So you're gonna go ahead and write down next to Ellen's name 1 hurt help point, which you can use to boon and doom your teammate. And let's see. And then the other thing you said, crew growth. Yeah, I'll give you guys can mark another crew attention. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
So would it be like we just mark everything off and then we just mark one?
Yeah,
attention?
so you should have 1 attention left on there. Yeah. But yeah, everybody. So that's geeking out during the credits. 3 moves that everyone can do to kind of gain a little bit more, and to actually, it helps me a lot because I know where you guys are at and what you're thinking. So I really enjoy it a lot. This game has a lot of cool tools for GMs, so check it out. Check out City of Mist from Sun and Oak Games. They're about to drop a new Kickstarter for City of Mist, featuring a bunch of different riffs that are like pre-made riffs. A lot of like local. I think it's called City of Mist Local Legends. Check that out. It's not out yet, but it's coming soon. You can sign up to be notified. But yeah, I've been Johananon, the Game Master at RockFact on Twitter.
It's me, Casualty CDG, the co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where Jahan and I and our friend Drew talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games. So if you like podcasts, or if you have a commute to work, or even if you don't like podcasts, you should listen to our podcast. Give it 5 stars. It's available everywhere podcasts are available. It's called Fresh Out the Podcast. So we appreciate any of those likes and follows, and tell your friends and family because we love them and their faces. Also, you can catch Jahan and I here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday playing tabletop role-playing games. We play all sorts of different games. We have different people playing. We have different dice systems, different characters. We're always trying to tell new, creative, funny, twisted, original stories. So if you have the spare time, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, drop in, say what's up, hang out with Jahan and I and our fantastic friends. Thank you so much for being here.
And it's me. It's Aaron Baumier, also known out there as Aaron Dippity Doo. I'm a game designer with Adventure Slang Productions, and we've been cranking out new Varden, which has been awesome. We got some fresh actual plays, I think, on our website that we did with Superior Adventurers Guild. And that was pretty cool. My dad ran those as GM. And you can go watch those at adventureslang.com. There's links there to check out, which will take you where you need to go. And also check out the Adventure Slang podcast, for which I am a co-host. And we talk about stuff. We talk about tabletop stuff, and we talk to tabletop people, and we have a tabletop good time. And that's pretty much it.
And I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. You can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure. We have over 300 storytime videos up now, and we just started a new series where we invite people from the TTRPG community, and we do kind of a Rorschach test thing, but with TTRPG memes. And our first guest was Jahan here. So yeah, that was awesome. So check it out.
Thank you everybody for watching. You've been great. Thanks for all the follows, subs, and everything. Stay fresh. We'll see you next time.